heard is Akshat Maheshwari.
Big Bang.
Another tennis player. He also plays at my academy. Incidentally, I am also a bit of an amateur tennis player myself, and we all play at the same academy. The reason how we got in touch with each other. Akshat is a rocking tennis player, or must say was a rocking tennis player. After acting in the film, he gave up on tennis altogether. Reasons we'll have to ask him. He'll tell you why he's stopped playing after that, because he's doing a lot of other things. And before we proceed here, I would ask you, I'd request you all कि अगर हमारी जो फिल्म है ये भले एक छोटी फिल्म है और मेरे लेफ्ट पर एक जो सचिन खड़े हैं जो आप इनके साइड से आप उनको मिस नहीं कर सकेंगे, इनका नाम है वैभव लाल. ये वकाओ करके जो मॉडल है, वकाओ इज अ जॉइंट वेंचर बिटवीन Book My Show and PVR, which facilitates releases of small films like us. How he does it and how they do it, it's better for him to tell it. And before I go forward, I would request Charu to conduct the proceedings from here on. As usual.
That's very kind of you, Anup. Thank you. Listen, I'm so overjoyed to see the number of people here, because I was wondering, you know, we're not a large film, we're not a large format film, and I know most of you, if you go to such gatherings, possibly follow large format films. So I'm truly delighted. बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया आज यहाँ आने के लिए, because in a sense, being how should I categorize the film? A modest effort. We are entertainment underdogs, but I also know that the media, if I can call everybody here the media, because some of us are also part of the media, in a sense likes underdogs, and I hope that's true, because we could use all your support to try and get people to finally see the film. Today we can only talk about the effort that went on behind the making of the film, but ultimately the proof of the pudding lies in the eating. So we hope that because of your support to this underdog small film effort, people will get to go and see a film which we think we made reasonably well. Of course, Anup here, because he's done so much hard work, and Ashok, his brother, who's here as well, you probably think this is the finest film ever made. And you cannot blame them either, because so much love has gone into the making of the film, as you would have heard from every filmmaker anyway. So, first, of course, they have been thanked, or perhaps not. I'll thank them again. The FTCI, Mr. Patnavi and Mr. Goyal, thank you very much, because, you know, every film is only here. And for it to actually be made, you need something more. You need people who have what it takes, and they certainly did. So thank you very much, both of you, and of course your organization.
Thank you.
You've only recently been made Director General, so congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So their effort, of course, is second to none, because had their support not been there, ये idea सिर्फ दिमाग में रह जाता. And of course, I mean, we have all of our stories. Sometimes Anup says, you know, can you please attend the media get-together as an actor in the film? I said, yeah, sure, it's a different role for me. Then, no, you're only playing yourself. So I said, then, you know, I'm only myself, which is a commentator. So that's all I do during the tennis match. But to the two of you, congratulations. I know this film would have meant so much, because some of us, you know, our lives may not change too much, because we do the film and then we go back to doing whatever else we want. I've already heard, Akshat, that your life has changed in various ways, and that you may not be playing serious tennis anymore, which I'm sad about, but I'm sure you've got better things to do. And Dakshata, you worked very, very hard, so congratulations again. Are we here to tell you more about the film? I suppose we are. But the best case scenario is hoping that you will actually go and see the film, so that you'll all have your own stories about how you enjoyed the film, and I hope because of you, of course, many more people see it. It's a sweet, simple film in many ways. It's got its own complications and emotions, but it's on a sport where, to the best of my knowledge, no film has been made in India before on tennis, and I think that's a huge fact in itself, that this is the first, therefore, tennis-based film in India. That's a very, very big step forward. It takes a lot of heart to produce a film on a sport that may not be India's most popular. I think a lot of people, especially in urban areas, understand the importance of tennis. Globally, it's a massive game. In India, every once in a while, we have our own stars. And in Mumbai earlier, we had Leander, who was Leander Pace, of course, who was very much a part of our effort, though a little late in the day, but we owe that to Leander. Thanks, wherever he's competing now, Leander. Thank you very much. I'll say it again. So we do feel that because of the kind of film, people might enjoy it regardless of whether they follow tennis or not. Because yes, it's possible that in many parts of India where tennis is not usually played, a lot of people may not understand the nuances of tennis. But this is a film. It is about the game, but it's much, much more than that. It's all about the making of the players and the emotions they go through and everything else. But I do hope that you will spare time to watch the film. I had a great time, except I must confess it was my role at that point of time was in New Delhi. And the temperature must have been, I don't know, 48, but it seemed like 98. It was burning on the court, and we shot through the day. And Anup Wadhwa still owes me a shirt because I sweated so much that shirt I had to throw away. So I've said it in public, by the way. You know, nice purple shirt with a purple, you know, yeah, some Wimbledon colors, a purple tie and everything else. But I had a wonderful time. I'm really thankful to Anup, you and of course your brother, for going forth with this venture and not kind of backing out, because लोग कभी-कभी डर भी जाते हैं बीच में कि यार बन सकेगी कि नहीं, कि complete कर सकेंगे कि नहीं. And I just want to rewind a little more. Sorry, I don't want to take too much of your time, but since you're here anyway, how do I even know him? And that has a wonderful sort of short story of its own. And I hope you will indulge me. Because a long time back, the first thing I say is please put your phones on silent, but I didn't tell him. But that's okay, take it. And my normal joke is, hey, listen, if it's over $1 million, take the call, otherwise drop it. But I think it's less than $1 million? No sweat. Okay, so you know, long time back, I think this is 2006, 7? Remind me the year? Yeah. Around then. And I get a call from Anup Wadhwa, and I said, listen, yeah, you know, I don't know, so maybe I didn't take the call for a few days, and finally I said, yeah, what happened? I picked up the call. He says, you know, we're planning a cricket tournament. I said, oh yeah, everybody's planning a cricket tournament. But, you know, he said it's a T10 effort. In those days, T20 was just about coming into our part of the world. So I said, T10, not bad. And I said, listen, you're not from any major cricketing background. You're not, you know, from any way connected to cricket. As such, of course, he's a great fan of the game and plays a lot too. So I said, yeah, ye to chala, isko leg glance kar do, you know, up and out. So I kind of leg glanced him saying, yeah, I'll speak to you later. But such is the perseverance of the Wadhwa brothers, certainly him. Called me again, yeah, saying this is it, and we're planning this, that, and the other. I said, okay, we'll meet. So we met. And then I said, you know, just to, again, leg glance, I said, okay, you've given me this whole plan of yours, and this is the truth. I said, ye nahi chalega, wo theek nahi hai, isko badalna padega, etc., etc., etc. All which was true, by the way. And I thought that now that I've spoken the truth, this is not going to work in its current form, and maybe he'll get disappointed and dejected and say, chalo chodo yaar. 2 months later, or a month later, I got a call again here. He said, hello, Anup. I said, yeah, okay. All the changes that you wanted have all been done. So then I said, all right, yeah, you know, show it to me again. And then I said, well, there are very few loopholes left. So maybe we can make it work. And that's how India's first, the world's first T10, it was called the T10 Gully Cricket Tournament, was held in India. 2 years in a row, we had live coverage from the national channel. And I must say it was a beautiful, again, relatively simple but beautiful tournament. And the USP of that tournament was that those cricketers played between 16 and 24 who had not made it through the official channels, through all their associations and what have you. But let me not go into too much detail about that. That's where our relationship started out. And I realized that we're on to somebody who may not have played the big game openly, but somebody who's very dedicated, very committed. They're all about heart. The Wadhwa brothers are all about heart, and that's how our relationship continued. Of course, he gave me a call about his Tennis Buddies film, and how could I possibly say no? So I brought out my best shirt and my tie, and we had a wonderful time. We also have Dakshata and Akshat with us. Who would you like to hear first from? Dakshata? Okay, now she's a bit of a veteran, because when we were in Mumbai, she said, you know, what do I say, I say, hey, we're all friends. We're among friends, yes?
Yes.
All right, thank you. So Darshita, I'm going to give you the microphone. Normally I don't give a microphone to anyone. Sometimes I do interviews, people start snatching it away. I say, but I will hand you my microphone. It's all yours. And what we would love to know is just a part of the journey that you went through and maybe 3 or 4 highlights which you remember and hopefully you'll never forget in your life. So ladies and gentlemen, Darshita, our tennis buddy's heroine.
Thank you so much, Charu sir. First of all, I really want to thank you all for coming here and coming here for this interview and everything. It really means a lot to all of us.
Okay, so sorry about this, but I keep talking about an open microphone manners. So I should have told you this earlier. थोड़ा सा नीचे ताकि focus नहीं हो और थोड़ा कम जोर से ताकि लोग आसानी से सुने. Just a little below. There you go. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So from where do I begin?
At the start.
The overall journey, what Charu sir told me to explain is it all started in the same academy, and it just came up randomly. So I was looking for a player who can act, and he first of all spoke to my dad like, can we take your daughter for this film? And I was actually scared, like I didn't know that my dad is going to say yes. And surprisingly he did, because that is something that I wanted. And later on there were a lot of auditions, and after that I was not yet selected.
There's a lot of competition too.
Yeah, I had a lot of competition as well. And every day was like so scared that if I mean, can I get into this film? And every day there was a new girl coming in for the same audition for Anushka. So they kept me nervous, so I kept on improving my acting skills. I had a lot of coaches and training sessions for my acting and my diction as well. And then surprisingly it happened. So I was there in the film, and so we went to Faridabad first, and so the temperature was really high. And the first day when we went there, my dad actually made me do my fitness first, because that is what we all do. It is not just about the film. We had to keep my physical fitness on point. So I had to do my fitness, and then the next day we started shooting. I was very nervous. I remember I was in the school uniform my first day, and I was shooting with Ranveer sir. Surprisingly,
Another thing I like to interrupt, the first day you also entered the vanity van without my permission.
Okay, we'll hear about that later.
So Ranveer sir was like, you are the first heroine, which actually came on time. That was something that made me happy. But of course I had a basic makeup and basic hairstyle, nothing else. I had a basic makeup and basic hairstyle, nothing else to do. So I was on time, and he said that you just need to relax and you'll be fine. And the first shot that I gave was a simple shot where I was sitting in my car, me and Ranveer sir, and it was a moment where I had to be scared, which I already was. So luckily that shot came really well, and it was a one-take shot. So it built my confidence the first day, and by the end of the day, we had planned I think 4 scenes to do, and we just made it till 3 or something, and everything was like,
Wrap up.
yeah, wrapped up. So, and then it went on for like 15-20 days, and every day was a new scene and new challenge, which I already did in the office for like so many times, but on the set it's a different feeling. And so we came up with this great film, and by the end of the day, towards the end, it was Sohail sir told me, okay, now Dakshita, what are you going to do? It's just 3 days left. It's just 2 days left. What's going to happen? What are you going to do after that? I don't know, sir. I'm really scared. I don't want to finish this. And like I wanted to, but not like that. So we went back, and after that, actually, every day was a lot of waiting for me for this film to actually get released. That was like the most difficult part for me, because somewhere or the other, we all worked really hard, and if it doesn't come up to your so it just doesn't happen in the right way. And then after like 2.5 years, here we are. I'm really happy and excited for this film to get released, and I hope you all like it. Please do watch it. It's coming on 29th March.
Well done, well done.
Watch it for all of us. We have put in a lot of effort in it. That's
Thank you. Okay, now this is a film on junior girls tennis. It should be the girls tennis, but of course it has boys tennis as well, and all the rest of the things that boys do. So Akshat, you played an equally important role, as it were, and it's very kind of you to have said ladies first, because it's based more on her battle with others. Yeah, well, that's very kind of you. But you played an important role too, and we'd love to hear a memory or two which you feel is special and that you'll hang on to that memory perhaps all your life.
Good evening, everyone, and my name is Akshat Maheshwari, and first of all, thank you so much for coming. Thank you, everyone. So I'm not an actor. I've never acted. So I used to play tennis. As Sir said, we played in the same academy. I used to play in the same academy, and I still remember the first day he came to me and he said, I was sitting, I was just drinking water. He came to me and he said, I'm a producer and I'm making a film. It's a tennis-based film, and तू एक रोल के लिए अच्छा लग रहा है मुझे. He actually said that तू एक रोल के लिए मेरे को अच्छा लग रहा है. मेरे को अच्छा लग रहा है. बोले, so can you come and give an audition? I was like, हाँ चलेगा. I didn't know what I was getting into. I just said, ठीक है, I'll come. He's like, when can you come? I said, I can come now. I can come like 2 hours later, whenever you tell me. He said, okay, come for an audition. I'll arrange an audition. And देखते हैं तू क्या कर सकता है. तू खेलता तो अच्छा है, पर कुछ बोलना भी पड़ेगा तेरे को. कैमरे के सामने बोलना पड़ेगा. I said, ठीक है, I'll come. So the same day, I told my dad कि ऐसा हुआ है. And the same day, we went for the audition. And he said, ठीक है. He didn't take the audition. किसी और 4-5 लोगों ने लिया. आधा घंटा कुछ बुलवाया, ये वो पता नहीं क्या करा देते हैं. And we did that. I said, sir, I have my exams. Whatever it is, 2 weeks. Just give me 2 weeks and I'll be done. 2 weeks later, I called him. He's like, Akshat, I'll just script later. And I'm like, so what do you mean as take the script? He's like, you're selected and please take the script.
Well done.
And from there on, I still didn't know what I was getting into. I was just figuring out that what do I have to do? It's a tennis-based film. Do I just have to play? Do I actually have any dialogues? He told me this is a character. I went through the lines and everything. We had a workshop for 1.5 months, and that was incredibly difficult. That was so tough, and he made me cry 3-4 times. We actually did scenes. I was not supposed to cry in the film, but he still made me cry, and we had acting mentors and everybody was there. Just to make the two of us, the rest of us are actors, the two of us, we were tennis players, and everybody in the pre-production team were there to support us, to make us feel comfortable, with the camera and how everything goes about. The preparation was such an important part that the execution of it became easy for us. So I told sir and Sohail sir that, sir, I don't know what to do. If you tell me do this, I'll do that. If you tell me look here, I'll look there. And that's what I've done. I've just done what he told me to do. And thankfully, fortunately, the results have been way beyond my expectations. I still don't believe when I see myself that that's me. They show me the photographs and everything. I still don't believe it's me. So thank you, sir, for guiding me. He has done everything. Whatever I have done, he has told me to do that. And it's been an incredible journey. And I feel that this is just the beginning. So thank you, sir. Thank you.
Well, Akshat, I have news for you in two areas. One, you said that I just asked the director to tell me what to do, and I'll do that. Well, even the mighty Amitabh Bachchan says, I'm only a director's actor. जो मुझे बोला जाएगा, वो मैं करूँगा. So ऐसी कोई नई बात नहीं. Not bad. Well done. Secondly, of course, he said, I didn't really know what I was getting into. Let me assure you, I still don't know what I get into. Every day, I don't know where I'm going, what I'm doing. So even that's okay. I'll go forth, leap, jump into it, leap with faith, and things work out well here, mostly. And if they don't, so what? At least you leapt, rather than slept. So not bad. No, we're going to give it back to you. Or can we hear from Mr. Patnabe? Yeah, okay, Patnabe, who is the chief of the organization. Mr. Gohal, you can also share the microphone. We have another microphone. Kaam chale gaya? Acha, aa jayega. And just from their perspective, because even they have to choose who to support, who not to support, when to support, how to support, and these decisions are not easy, not ever. So let's hear a little bit from your side of the story.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Prashant Patrabe. I've just taken over as Chief Executive Officer of the Children's Film Society about slightly more than a week back. And getting into the role.
You need a director?
But I'm just sharing you just because so that you know where from I come. Yeah. And the Children's Film Society, let me share with you, is a very small organization of Ministry of Information Broadcasting. The Ministry of Information Broadcasting has a film wing, and it has larger organizations like the Censor Board and the Film and Television Institute Pune, and Children's Film Society is a small organization in that setup. Started in 1955, and the mandate of the organization is to produce and distribute films for children. And Film Society has a small budget of about 10 crore every year, and CFSI produces about 3 to 4 films in course of an year, and does various activities for distribution of those films. And in terms of selection of the scripts, I would request Shri Rajesh Gohil, my colleague, to share a couple of things on that. But I would like to tell you that this is an amazing film, and
Thank you. Well, thank you.
It's quite a challenge to make a film on this kind of a subject, because the audience is not very big, because it may not appeal to that section, or it may not get completed, it may not get distributed, it may not get the audience in the theatres. Anything can go wrong. But if Shri Anup Wadhwa has so much of faith in this kind of a subject and love for sports, which is obvious in the way the decision has been made by him, I think he deserves a hearty congratulations and a pat on the back from all of us at CSSI. So thanks for coming forward. I would also appeal to you that Children's Film Society, makes a whole lot of films on children, and we made something like 260 films in the course of a couple of decades that the CFSI has been functioning. And I hope we can bring more of these films to the theatres and to the public in the near future. Thank you.
Thank you. Gohil sir, I know you played a big part in the, should we say, assisting the making of the film. That's okay. But also, what are your thoughts about the film once it was completed? And you can be as honest as you like.
Yeah. First of all, good evening to everyone. I'm very glad to be part of this event. Very glad to be part of this event. This is a great film. Everyone has put in a lot of effort, and especially to Dakshata. She has done a challenging role, and done real justice to the film. So this film was produced by Children's Society India and executive producer was Reasonable Communication. So it was a joint venture between these two, and the end result is excellent. And my request and appeal to all of you is give the due credit which this film deserves. You spread this film all over the society, especially to the children. Young generation, which this the mandate or the objective of this film was to inculcate the values of the sports among the children, to develop that kind of environment, to promote the sports through this medium of films. After the film was completed, we made a lot of efforts to make this film reach the theatre. Normally when we make film, this film release is a very expensive proposition and very difficult to release, especially the children's sector. So I really thankful to Mr. Manu Vadva for taking this project ahead. And I would also request other friends, to do the full justice to the film by creating that awareness among the society. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Gautam.